Well, welcome everybody to a special throwback edition of Apex E-Series. And tonight we're at where else but Darlington, South Carolina for the throwback race. Man, we're going to have a lot of fun tonight. Got a few paint schemes that we can check out. Going to throw a little throwback on the overlay tonight. Have some really cool graphics and stuff just to change it up, make it a little bit more fun, and have a good time tonight. Really excited about Darlington. Always puts on a really good show, and I don't think tonight's going to be any different. So hope you enjoyed the broadcast. Gonna just throw back, you saw that intro, that was from the inaugural points paying race of the NASCAR Super Truck Series back in 1995 at Phoenix. Really cool. You can go check that out on YouTube if you want to go watch how that race unfolded. I believe it was Terry Labonte and don't give me the line. It was either Mike Skinner, I think. I don't know. I actually don't know 100%. I guess I ought to. Hell, maybe I need to go watch it. But gonna be a lot of fun tonight as Darlington always puts on a great show. Let's go check out the webcams. Who we got on screen tonight? Who's gonna be showing off their talents? It's gonna be George Williams at number 40, Matt Rogers, Chuck Feltz, and Chris McLean. There on the bottom row. We're having a chair stream with Chris McLean right now as he seems to be away. But there he is, back on screen, right on time. And so these guys ready to go. 110 laps at Darlington in Apex E-Series. As always, want to thank Apex for Apex Sim Racing Gear for sponsoring this series. Definitely go check them out, apexsimracing.com. If you're into sim racing, you've got a Fanatec wheel, you've got pretty much anything. I need a couple buttons, button boxes. Hey, like I said, even a knob. You need a knob for something. You got a door that don't have a knob on it. You need one. You need a racing style knob. Go over to Apex Sim Racing Gear or simracing.com, and pick something up, man. Jimmy does a heck of a job letting us use his branding and stuff. So definitely go support the folks who support us, and that is definitely Apex Sim Racing. So definitely go check them out. We got about a minute and a half before qualifying is over. We'll go ahead and bring up the standings, and like I said, going to have a little bit of throwback, the old yellow mac and cheese color with the black shadow, just like the old days. Going a little bit further back than 1995, but hey, we'll do it. So gonna be a lot of fun. Hope you enjoy it. But forget the broadcast. The racing is what I'm excited about. Darlington always puts on a show, and it's going to be tough. It's called the track that's too tough to tame, and we'll look at it right here. The Lady in Black Darlington Raceway. 1.366 mile D-shaped oval. Banking is in turns 1 and 2, a little bit more banking with 25 degrees. 3 and 4 is 23 degrees. The track record is 184 miles an hour. I think that was set by Eric Amarola in like 2014. And then the most wins, David Pearson with 10. Just a dominant, legendary driver. Yeah, excited to get that going as we bring this up. And this is, of course, going to be Apex Sim Racing Gear 150, as always, 110 laps at Darlington, South Carolina. And let's check the weather. The weather looking good. The race conditions, temperature 65 degrees, partly cloudy, winds north at 2 miles an hour, and 55% humidity. You know it's in South Carolina, so you know it's going to be humid. Looks like the temperature is going to be okay. But going to be good racing conditions as the sun's going to go down, the lights are going to come on, and we're going to have a blast. So we're going to have about a 5-minute warm-up, and, let's check out some drivers, see if we've got some throwback schemes on the track as we look at Tracy Pastons right here. And the 53 Haviland, definite throwback to Davey Allison in that Haviland scheme. Probably going to see a couple of those, actually. So, really nice scheme. Checking Joseph Mahar. I think we saw this one in the video. Good looking paint scheme. Gonna have some paints of the night. It's gonna be tough to give out tonight. We gotta check out Matt Rogers. He has got the mellow yellow Toyota, and that 96 Star already had a stripe on that mellow yellow Toyota as we were changing to his camera. But a nice looking scheme for him. Mike V driving the Coors. Old Bill Elliott scheme with the proper number 9. Good looking scheme. Chris McLean driving his normal Po Man entry. George Williams driving his as well. Eric Burkhalter driving the, some would say Jeff Gordon scheme, but like you saw in that, promo, and actually in that race, I can't remember the exact the driver who drove the 24 DuPont Rainbow Warrior scheme. But in that video, it was actually Terry Labonte in the 5 truck. So they had 2 of these in the race. So pretty neat little detail there on the inaugural season. But a lot of crossover. You saw the number 3 Goodwrench truck that was driven. So a lot of crossover paint schemes in that series early on. Of course, we know it today as the Camping World Truck Series. It's changed a lot. Back in the day, I really liked the old block, boxy style trucks they used to have. They were just a lot of fun. They raced at majority of short tracks. Not a whole lot of speedways. They actually didn't race in the truck series until 2001, so 6 years before they hit the track. It's too tough to tame. But Eric Burkhalter sporting that DuPont automotive finishes number 4 machine. And I believe Five Kings doing a little throwback. Old Bobby Allison Miller Lite replica by Jason Raymond. Garrett Kinder with a throwback scheme of his own. He is ditching the normal pink and black for a nice little red scheme. I wish I had a list of everybody who they're modeled after, because honestly, I don't know everybody, and I can't recall, especially when they're put on the truck. But we got a minute left. Let's bring him up here and talk to him. Hey, Garrett, this is Eddie in the booth. You got me?
Yeah, what's up, Eddie?
Man, not too much. Ready for Darlington. How you feeling tonight?
Man, I'm feeling pretty good. I didn't qualify near as well as I wanted to. Ended up smoking the wall a little bit coming to my hot lap. But, man, it's a fun track. I think if you can keep it clean, we'll have a good finish out of the deal.
Well, it wouldn't be too much fun if you started in the back, or you started in the front. So, who is your paint scheme modeled after?
That's old Kevin Harvick's scheme back when he ran the 98 truck.
Wow. All right. Well, cool deal, man. It looks good.
I appreciate it.
Well, I want to bring you up in here and just see who this paint scheme is after, so because I don't know
Yeah,
everybody. So, yeah, good looking scheme.
I appreciate it, man. Thank you.
All right, man. Well, warm up is finishing up. Good luck tonight.
Thanks, sir.
There you go, Garrett Kinder getting ready to go. Checkered flag is out, so we are getting ready to get rolling tonight. So let's go ahead, and as the grid starts to load here, we'll get everybody and see who is going to be starting up front tonight with the Kinder Farmer Ranch starting grid on the Throwback 150. And on the front row, you get this up. Peg Leg Pole Award winner is going to be Chris Carroll starting on the front row with Chris Bedwell starting second. Starting in row 2, Alex Coffey and Chris McLean. Row 3, Ray Rogers and Jason Raymond. Row 4, Tracy Passons and George Williams. Row 5, Joseph Mahar and Tanner Marr. Row 6, Eric Burkhalter and Garrett Kinder. Row 7, Charles Stevens Jr. and Chuck Pegleg Felts. Row 8, Alan Smith and Todd Schott, 2 Dirt Affliction drivers, hoping to work their way to the front tonight. Row 9, Justin Miller and Matt Rogers. And row 10, Mike Veith and Tony Edgerton. So great field tonight, as we won't have a ticker up at the top. We're going actually they had a weird box in 1995. This is modeled after 1987, and so they didn't have anything on the screen, but we'll give you a little bit, that way you can keep up with your favorite drivers. And luckily only 20 drivers in the field tonight, and so everybody, all your drivers are going to be there on the side, and we'll momentarily drag it up and drag it back down as we get going. But pace truck is off. Chris Carroll in that Budweiser baseball Dale Jr. scheme, going to lead us down to the green flag. Not the first time that we've seen him take the pole, but good to see Chris Bedwell on the outside of the front row. His green flag is out, and 110 laps here at Darlington as they race off into turn 1 and 2. Going to have to get single file. One thing about the trucks now is they can go double file into these, and Chris Bedwell, you see him not wanting to give him that outside as they get up off of turn 2. But not quite able to stay there, and Chris Carroll going to take the lead. Truck's one of the few vehicles that can really work double wide through the middle of these corners. They're really, really narrow corners. On exit and entry, there's really only one lane. It looks like there's two, but there's just the way that you see how they're using the bottom line. They jump up to the top and they drop back down low to get a run off. So you're going to see a lot of incidents there off of turn 2, as drivers are going to meet sort of in the middle, especially if they're side by side. But see Alex Coffey already making a pass on Chris Bedwell, and they are getting single file for the most part, as Chris Carroll's starting to pull away just a little bit. Hoping to see a lot of green flag action. Darlington pretty known for that, as Chris McLean going to the inside of Chris Bedwell. It's known for green flag racing because cautions, when you go down and wreck down into the inside of the track, it's not considered the racing groove. And so the cautions really, for a lot of self-spins, won't throw. So you have to be on your toes if a wreck does happen, because caution may not come out. So let's turn these trucks up just a little bit. Yeah, at Darlington, you're going to see guys playing nice, racing the track more than racing each other. You saw already a lot of give and take, especially early in the race, as somebody's down on the apron. Looks like Alex Coffey got a little out of shape, maybe into the wall. He's going to lose a couple spots out of that deal, as you see the momentum loss. Oh, him and Bedwell touch. But yeah, this track so big for these trucks, probably why they didn't run them for so long. And you really want to be on the throttle as much as possible. Keep that momentum rolling. As Chris McLean's going to get into the wall there, and Alex Coffey having to check up hard. So already, guys getting their Darlington stripes, as we are 3 wide for second place. Is anybody going to lift? Who's going to give here? And Bedwell going to clear. But Alex Coffey going to take advantage of that, get a huge run, and take over that second spot. So far, the racing amazing, is Chris McLean falling back just a little bit after that brush with the wall. Oh, as a 53 gets sideways, he has saved it so far. Tracy Passons hanging on to that truck. So far, able to get it done. As let's go on board with George Williams and let's watch from his view. See what it takes to get around this track, as we also pull up that old webcam. You see, try to get as high as possible. Come off the corner on the high side, get that run, go all the way down this long straightaway, pretty much full throttle down into 1 and 2, drive as hard as you can so he cuts that apron, and then back on the throttle as hard as you possibly can to keep that speed up, and then try to cut the exit. That way you don't clobber that wall right there, which will catch a lot of guys. We've seen that already a couple times already on lap 8, and we've seen 2 or 3 trucks already in the wall. We go check out front. Chris Carroll still leading the way, has led every lap so far. He has 2.6 seconds ahead of everybody else. You see a couple of those guys get in trouble. I tell you what, Chris, definitely one of the higher skilled drivers in the field, has shown how good he is all season long. And, you know, Darlington is the one that separates guys. I mean, you're going to see them strung out. Well, we're only 10 laps in. I'll bring out the track map, and you can see already pretty spread out as Darlington, man, it just, you make one mistake. If you can go mistake-free, you can hit line perfect every lap, you're going to be good. But if you make mistakes, you're going to lose so much time, and it is very, very difficult to be consistent every lap. You're really just on the edge. You're trying not to spin the truck out. You're trying to make sure you don't hit the wall off the corner while trying to put down the fastest lap times possible. And so far, Chris Carroll, the best at it, as he is putting a gap on the drivers back here. Let's go check out Ray Rogers. He is tracking down Chris Bedwell, who has been able to hang on to Alex Coffey. Oh, Alex going to get up into the wall. You see that crinkle on the right front, and that's going to open the door for both. And you see one little mistake, and not only do you lose one spot, but you lose 2, as Alex Coffey is going to drop back to 4th as Chris Bedwell, Ray Rogers gets around him. Go back and check the battle back here. As soon as we turn to these guys, George Williams, who we just watched a few minutes ago, getting loose, but he is able to save that thing and keep that thing on the track. But he is going to lose so many spots. As we check in here on Charles Stevens, Chuck Pegleg Phelps, Eric Burkhalter, and Todd Schott, trying to make this little 4-car tandem. We're going to try to run down some of these guys. They're about 11.5 seconds behind our leader, Chris Carroll. But just trying to manage the race. You know, this is one of those tracks where we've said it already. I mean, you do have one fast repair in the pits if you need it. If you get too much of that wall, like Alex Coffey a little bit, you get a little bit of damage. These trucks are very susceptible to suspension damage. And so you have to be careful that you don't get into the wall. Save that fast repair, because it's pretty inevitable to get the wall a couple times, especially when you're driving hard. And so these guys just trying to keep their noses clean, not be too aggressive, try to be there at the end, because the likelihood, and I know if Aaron Adcock is listening, does not want me to hear this, but it is unlikely we go green all the way to the end. So imagine you don't have a chance to catch up. But it looks like they're playing nice. Almost looks like they're just kind of running in the line here. So go back up here, check this battle. Chris McLean in the wall almost immediately as Jason Raymond and Tracy Passons, along with Joseph Har. I couldn't see. Oh, caution is out, and I guess that was my fault. As Alan Smith apparently has gone around. You see the 3-truck slow on the backstretch. Don't know what. Looks like his motor is done. He's having a tow. So as soon as Ratchet Miller said something in our chat here, caution comes out. So the voodoo continues as we go see what happened to Alan Smith. All by himself, and you hear him get out of the gas. He got on the gas, and that truck got real tight. We'll actually go on board with him if we can. And you can hear, he gets on the gas, he's going to lift here. He realizes it's too late. Trying to get on the brake, but the way these vehicles work, it was too late for him, and that is massive damage. It looks like somebody got a piece of that. Was that Tony Edgerton? Yeah, Tony Edgerton there at the end got a little piece, and he's able to get that truck rolling. So that is your Burkhalter Wreckage Rewind, Recycling and Demolition. So first caution of the night. How many people are going to go down pit road? What's the call there? And it looks like some guys are electing to go down pit road. Mostly the ones who have gotten into the wall a little bit. So 18 laps. Darlington not a big tire saving track. It doesn't really eat the tires as much as some other ones, especially as the sun goes down. Tire wear really not a huge issue. It does make a slight difference, but not like some tracks. Track position is going to mean more than anything. So after only 18 laps, guys staying out unless, of course, you are Alex Coffey, Chris McLean, and a couple others who have gotten some damage. They are coming down to get some of that fixed while we have a break. But under caution on lap 18, Chris Carroll in that Dale Jr. MLB on Fox Budweiser Chevrolet has led every lap and showing his strength early on.
When I'm flying at real low altitude, the last thing I need is trouble. When I'm flying at real low altitude, the last thing I need is trouble. This Indy pace car is all stock from the ground up, and AC Delco parts help make it perform. Parts that keep this car running right, and your car too. For the AC Delco retailer nearest you, just give me a call at 1-800-AC-DELCO. Stay ahead of trouble with AC Delco parts.
Well, all right. Well, we get the one to green as doing a little bit of throwback commercials too. Throwback to some old commercials that showed up on NASCAR races. Little fun thing we'll continue to do through the race. All right, getting ready to go back green. Looks like Chris Carroll takes the outside as he wants to get a good jump, make sure he can clear the rest of the field going down into one, hang on to that lead. He's going to get a nice jump and definitely going to make that happen as green flag is out. And we are back racing here on lap 21. Still a long way to go as Chris Bedwell looking to the inside of Joseph Mahar. Is he going to be able to clear? It's a very scary place. You see Mahar have to get out of the gas, and man, you see being double file there just really hurts your speed as here comes the Five Kings boys able to make some waves here early. Jason Raymond in that 44 and the number 1 Tanner Marr. tell you what, let's do a little bit of crank it up. While we were watching it crank up, Matt Rogers was cranking the wheels. He's able to save that 96 Toyota. And boy, that was a great save. He was able to hang on to it and not spin that thing around. And what a great job that was. As he is, you can see he's got a death grip on that wheel, doing a fantastic job hanging on to that truck. He is going to settle in the 18th position, loses quite a few spots. But the truck's still rolling. Hey, sometimes that's all you can ask for. Is Alan Smith is getting a little bit loose off the corner there. And he looks like he's in trouble. I don't know what's going on with that one. Looks like Alan must have had enough or something. I don't know. He stopped in the track and went to the pit. So I think he may have had enough out of Darlington already, as his truck already used the passenger air truck, must have been real bad hurt. So check in on the lead though. We got maybe a battle brewing as Chris Carroll with about a 0.8-second lead over Ray Rogers, who started in fifth and is currently running in second place. And keeping up with Chris Carroll here, Ray Rogers, no slouch, I can guarantee you that. One of the fastest drivers in the field. Had to miss some good races last season. I think he would have been in the Final Four. He is extremely fast driver. Oh, we got a big jumbled up mess here. As almost 3 wide here. Tanner Marr looks like he may have gotten the wall a little bit. That right front looking a little crazy. Everybody able to keep it going. See Alex Coffey down the inside. Making some positions after those. Coming in, getting tires and a fast. Oh, and there Burkhalter is going to get the wall, and Alex Coffey again some damage as he almost loses it there. Checking on new tires. Alex Coffey, you saw him back there. Playing in 8th. Said those guys, I don't know if they took tires or not. They have. They will get out some damage fix. Trying to get those trucks back in running order. Check in on Garrett Kander up here in the 13th machine. He is up 7 spots when he started, so he is definitely confident before the race. And he said he didn't have a good qualifying effort. Oh, we got some guys going around. Todd Schott, Eric Burkhalter, dirt affliction. Guys wrecking. The teammates wrecked as Eric Burkhalter trying to get the thing going, and we stayed green. Like I said, Darlington, the automatic cautions just don't fly here. So even with a wreck like that, we're going to stay green. No caution as of yet, unless an admin throws one, but looks like they're rolling, so no need for one. Let's go back and see what happened to those drivers. As unfortunately, Burkhalter in the Burkhalter demolition. Wreckage rewind. Oh, just gets in the wall, and Todd Schott nowhere to go. We're going to go back live really quick as we are still under green. Chris Carroll has extended that lead out to about 1.1 seconds over Ray Rogers. So we'll check back in on some of the racing going on here in about the 6th through 9th position. Oh, Chris McLean in the wall again. He is flirting with that wall all night. As Alex Coffey flying in, trying to take advantage of that. Man, Chris McLean in the wall again. Quit flirting with it. Take it out to dinner. Good grief. Come on, Chris. He is definitely struggling getting into that wall. But just racing hard, trying to make up some lost time. And that's why Darlington, you just can't drive her any harder than she wants to go. Hopefully that truck is not too damaged and he can get up there and fight for this win. I definitely know he's fast enough. Battle here is for 6th place. Raymond has it. Passons wants it. And he is all over the back bumper of that 44. Tracy shifted in 3 and 4 there as that motor bogs down. What he can to get a little extra speed, a little extra runoff. Definitely help the tires start to feel it. You start to hear them. Just much like in real NASCAR, having to lift off of turn 2. In qualifying trip, you almost go full throttle off the exit. As the tires start to wear, you kind of have to stay on the gas in the middle of the corner and actually lift off the throttle. Oh, is Raymond going to get to the wall that's going to open the door for Tracy as he's going to get inside and bring Charles Stevens along with him. Charles Stevens, I don't know who that is. It's a lap car, excuse me. No, it is Charles Stevens. I just clicked on the wrong person. Charles Stevens, a ARCA Series champion over in Original Rebels. Man, what an improvement he has had. He is running in 8th. Definitely somebody to be looking for throughout this season is to try to make some waves. He gets back to the back bumper of Jason Raymond. But a nice little green flag run as we cross over into lap 37. Chris Carroll still your leader with Ray Rogers in 2nd. Chris Bedwell 3rd. Joseph Mahar in 4th. Garrett Kinder in 5th. Tracy Passons in 6th. Jason Raymond 7th. Charles Stevens has got a pass here. Charles Stevens trying to look to the inside of Jason. Not quite able to make it happen there. It's really tough to make passes on the entry here at Darlington. You really want to make all your passes off the corner. Oh, it's Eric Burkhalter. Gets into it with, I can't see, it looks like Chuck Peglick-Phelps. They make contact. And both able to save it. Actually, it doesn't look like the damage is too bad on either truck. So, great job by those two. But Eric Burkhalter having a little bit of struggles here. Let's go back to this battle. Go check in on Joseph Mahar. Garrett Kinder as they battle nose to tail here. Garrett Kinder able to run down the 4th place truck. Last few laps have been quite a bit faster. He's going to go down to the inside. Looks like Joseph had to get off the gas a little bit. Maybe did the smart thing, and he's going down to the pit road. So Joseph Mahar looking to make his first pit stop, do a little short pit there as he goes, loses that 4th place. And we'll see if that opens the door for everybody else. It should be right around that time, lap 40. Tires starting to feel really, really bad. If you're Chris Carroll, you want to stay out as long as you can. But some of these drivers in the top 5, even in the top 10, going to be itching to get down pit road, get those set of tires. But Joseph Mahar, your first taker down here on pit road. Garrett Kinder, number 2, coming down pit road. He is decided to follow that trend. Tried a little undercut. Man, the gates are opening out. Now is Tracy Passons, Charles Stevens are going to make their way in. get 4 tires and fuel, get back on the track. This is where you do not want to see the caution if you're one of these drivers. You want to get back out, take advantage of those new tires as much as you possibly can, and get back out there, try to make up some spots while some of these fellas stay out a little bit longer. Check in on Chris Carroll, as he does put George Williams a lap down. See Charles Stevens come out of pits right behind Chris Carroll. He's going to be looking to get that lap back pretty quickly. You see the speed difference. Tires not a huge difference, but after 45 laps, they definitely are much faster than an older set of tires. See how patient Charles Stevens is willing to be as he tries to unlap himself here. Should be about 2 laps down at the moment, trying to make it 1. And Chris Carroll diving it down to the apron, taking the short way around to get in pit road. So our leader is coming to get his 4 tires. Really long pit road, really slow. 45 miles an hour is a very, very slow pit speed. So much can go wrong. Speeding, not getting into pit road properly, not getting in your pit box. So many things can go wrong that can really hurt your time. It's Chris Bedwell also coming down pit road. Oh, you see Bedwell actually have to back up, so he missed his pit box. So that's going to give, as Ray Rogers does come down pit road, that should give Alex Coffey the lead here. We'll see how long he stays out. Maybe a couple of these guys trying to hope for a caution. It's possible, that's for sure. As always, if you're joining us, want to shout out our sponsor. Want to thank everybody for joining us, but want to shout out our sponsor, Apex Sim Racing. If you're into sim racing, if you got a friend, family member that's into it, there's no better way of giving a happy Father's Day for a father who is into sim racing as to get him something for his rig, get him a button box, a switch, give him something that we don't want cards. You don't want a card. If you get a card, get a knob and put it in that card, and that way when they get it, they got a knob. Something. Go over to Jimmy, get him to build something. Man, he does great work, and he'll do you right. So definitely go head over to apexsimracing.com. Check it out. Good quality equipment. Doesn't build cheap stuff. It's going to be something that's going to last you a long time. Alex Coffey leading on lap 48, almost to lap 50. Alex Coffey with a 16-second lead right now over Matt Rogers, as he is he last pitted on 17, so he can go a good bit further than everybody else. As we saw him come down pit road, get that damage fixed, so he can stay out a little bit longer. We start to see lights on the track come out. We're about to transition over into some night racing. See how the track changes. The track not going to change too much. It's going to get a little bit cooler. Should get a little bit more grip. That can make it difficult. You see Alex Coffey actually getting to the wall almost immediately. As the truck's actually going to get tighter with more grip. You're not able to slide the back end as much to get those runs off the corner. It's got to be a little bit more precision-like as the track cools off. Alex still on the racetrack. Joseph Mahar, who was able to take the sort of lead with that undercut. Chris Carroll going around him right now. That will be the lead once everything cycles through. They're about to catch Matt Rogers, who is yet to pit. You'll see the difference in tires as Chris Carroll just going to drive by. So is Mahar. See the speed difference there. So this will be the lead once Alex Coffey goes down pit road. Alex really hoping for a caution right now. If he can get one, that strategy will work out great. But, right behind them, Garrett Kinder be in the third spot once everything cycles around. It looks like Ray Rogers just didn't have a great stop. He did stop a little bit later than some of these drivers, but didn't seem to get on and off pit road. See some 4 seconds back from Garrett Kinder here. Alex with that damage. I don't think he used his fast repair on that last caution when he pitted. I think he went down and just tried to repair as much as he could. So he still has that fast repair. So it'll be an interesting decision here. It's always tough to decide as he's still getting into the wall. Might as well use it up. Interesting decision. Do you use your fast repair? Do you really, under green, you can't come down and get damage fixed. It's just going to you're going to give up too much time. So how good is your truck really driving? Is it worth getting that fast repair so you can go out and lay down some really good lap times, or do you save it in hopes that you have some trouble down the line? You got to see him coming down pit road just a few laps as he has stayed out a long, long time. Last driver to pitted on lap 45. He currently has a 10-second lead, just out there doing the caution dance in that truck. Just begging for a caution, but it doesn't look like he's going to get it as he is losing a ton of time to the leaders. And he seems to be getting in the wall about every lap. That truck not driving great as Charles Stevens drives up on him. Charles Stevens fighting hard. You go, what's a lap troll? Caution does come out as Mike V goes around and Alex Coffey gets his wish as the 9 truck apparently was spinning enough to bring out a caution. He is still spinning down here as he had hit hard on the front end of that truck, and that is exactly what Alex Coffey needed, that caution right there. I'll be interested to see if anybody comes down pit road and gets tires out of that front group, but Mike V brings out the caution. Let's go check it out. As I don't really know what to say about that right there. He's going down low, and then he goes back up high right in front of Todd Schott and ends up going around. But that is your Burkhalter Recycling and Demolition Wreckage Rewind. And that brings out the second caution of the night. Well, Alex is going to come down pit road. Let's see if anybody else follows suit. It looks like all the leaders behind him are going to stay out as most of them have gotten that many laps on tires. So it worked out pretty good for Alex. He's got a few people still stuck a lap down, so that'll help him out a little bit. But he will have the freshest tire. Let's see if he gets a fast repair and see if he can get back out there.
And welcome our next contestant from Cincinnati, Ohio, Mary Haney. Yes, you, Mary. This is your chance to enjoy a more colorful life by subscribing to TV Guide. Now let's show Mary what you'll get with TV Guide. To start, you'll receive complete listings for network, local, cable, and pay TV. You'll also get special features, movie reviews, a sports calendar, inside stories, and more. Okay, Mary, are you ready to go for it? Home audience, you too, join Mary. Get TV Guide. Johnny?
Call toll-free 1-800-932-1200 to get 30 weeks of TV Guide in your mailbox. 1-800-932-1200. Pay in 3 easy installments of just $5.75. Send no money. You'll be billed later. Call now. 1-800-932-1200.
Congratulations, Mary. The subscription to TV Guide is yours.
Well, all right, well, we're back. It's not like, you know, I know it's virtual racing, but hey, if you watch virtual NASCAR, you're going to get real commercials just like the real series. And we'll take commercial breaks under caution. We'll throw back some old commercials. The old TV Guide commercial from the 80s, showing some old stuff. It's actually having a tough time getting these things up on the screen for some reason. Just an off night, I guess. But throwing to some old commercials as we watch everything under caution. As Chris Carroll does assume the lead when Alex pits. Alex comes out in 7th, but Garrett Kinder out there in 2nd place, able to work his way up into the top 3. Let's see what he's got for Chris. Now, Chris, 4-lap fresher tires. Not sure that's going to make a huge difference here, depending on how hard the 13 and the 95 have been running. But Chris Bedwell has the same set of tires that are pitted at the same time that Chris Carroll did. But I would imagine all of them pretty equal for the most part. Getting lined up, Chris McLean has made an appearance. That truck looking real nice now as he comes out in 4th place. Tracy Passons rounding out your top 5. Getting ready to go back green here and finish this bad boy up. We're just over halfway on lap 60 of 110. So a great green flag run there. A sort of a solo spin. 2 cars, though, involved. Quick little intermission, then we're going to go back green. Green flag is out. Chris Carroll gets a nice jump. Chris Bedwell, Chris McLean. There's too many Chris's up front. That's gummit. Got the 3 Chris's and 1 Garrett up front as these two go side by side in the corner, and Chris McLean on the high side is going to take that position. And now Garrett Kinder sets his sight on that 97 Budweiser truck. Let's see what Garrett's got. Chris Carroll currently with the 2nd best lap time in the race so far. So he's definitely Alex Coffey, only person that set one any faster. But we'll see what Garrett Kinder's got. Garrett drive it deep in there. He makes up quite a few tenths there as he's entering the corner, but he's going to grab the wall a little bit as he comes off the corner trying to make that truck stick, and he's going to lose a lot of time there. And he's going to drop back to the 2 Chris's back here. As then Chris McLean gets in the wall, or almost does, has to get up out of it. And it looks like Jason Raymond goes around. Let's go back and see what happened to Jason. He's got Chuck Pegleg Phelps behind him. He's working the bottom. It's like the bottom of 1 and 2. That's a sketchy place to be. And grabs that apron and goes around. Chuck doing a great job of Oh, and no, and he gets stuck into the wall. And that it has to immediately tow. He's not going to get out. Not really sure why that happens in iRacing, but he gets stuck in the wall. The caution doesn't come out. We stay green as 97 going under Mike Veith. But this battle back here, Alex Coffey has charged his way up to the front on those new tires. And definitely 15 lap pressure tires will do that for you as he is scooping. Goes down to the inside of Garrett Kinder, going to take second place. Got to be careful here as they got 4 cars lined up. Got to get past the lap car of Mike Veith. Oh my goodness, Chris McClain going to use Mike as sort of a pick there as Mike is way off the throttle. And my goodness, is going to get into Garrett Kinder. Kinder was just trying to stay off of him, really nowhere to go. As Kinder gets picked there, and Mike Veith going to pull way off the track and let these guys go on by. That's the tough part about Darlington, just not a whole lot of room for lap cars. They don't really know where to go. They can't go low, they can't go high because everybody's using every bit of the track. So very, very tough. If you just don't have that much experience on the track, it's hard to know when you want to give those positions up, especially if somebody is a lap down. And basically, really what you want to do as a lap truck is just let them go by on the straightaway. That's really the only safe place. Tracy Bass is going to the inside in that 53 Haviland Ford. Going to slide up in front of Charles Stevens and take over the 7th place. George Williams getting a little feisty back there in that 40 machine. Trying to find a little bit of wiggle room right here. Got some drivers on new tires making their way up to the front. We got Alex Coffey tracking down the leader. Ray Rogers has found himself up into 5th place. George Williams, Joseph Mahar, Justin Miller, all with new tires on that caution. But we may have a new leader soon as 13 lap pressure tire Alex Coffey, who's already fast enough, and you give him a set of pressure tires, he is right there ready to pounce, take this lead, get him some bonus points. They're going to do it the hard way, off the corner on the bottom. Going to have that inside track in 1 and 2 if he can just get up to the top, and he does. And Alex Coffey takes over the lead. He led briefly under the green flag cycle, but goes up there and takes it. And for Chris Carroll, you got to know that, hey, I've got an extra set of tires than him, but if we go green all the way, that extra set's not going to mean a hill of beans if Alex can put some time on Chris, as he is already 6/10 ahead of him, as he is, my goodness, he's lapping more than half a second faster than Chris Carroll. Check in on Justin Miller, who's got that fresh set of tires, stalking Charles Stevens and Joseph Mahar. Mahar also with fresh tires, I believe. Either that or he just went into pits, got some fuel. Between these two drivers is Tanner Marr. He is actually 1 lap down, but he is currently in the lucky dog position, so if you can get him a caution and stay out of it. Tanner in that number 1 AC Delco Good Wrench Service Plus Chevrolet to find his way back on the lead lap. Watch this battle for 8th place. Tracy Patson has it. Joseph Mahar wants it. And Mahar has got 17 lap pressure tires than Tracy. So Tracy going to move over And Joseph's going to scoot on by. Tracy looked like he might try a little crossover here. He's going to open the door for Charles Stevens, though, as Tracy had to get off the gas to let him by, and that's going to lose him a position. Charles Stevens going to drive it down into the corner. Can he make it? Oh, Tracy gets into the wall. Not sure if there was contact. I didn't see any contact, but Tracy gets in the wall a little bit, and he is in danger of losing another spot to 26 forward of Dustin Miller. Do a Chuck peg leg check as he is currently battling with Matt Rogers, who's a lap down. Chuck, the last car, only lap running in 12. Truck looks clean, though. I tell you, that's the most important thing here at Darlington is you can't win a race if the truck is all beat up. That 75 Marines Chevrolet looks real clean. Matt Rogers goes down to the inside. Matt trying to run down all these guys in front of him. He is the 4th car lap down, so he's got a lot of work to do. Caution is out. Chris McLean. McLean goes around and immediately tows. So caution is out on lap 77 here in the Apex Throwback 150, excuse me. Let's go back and see what happened to Chris McLean. Right up against the wall. Same thing that happened to Alan Smith, just the truck got tight and it was too late. And oh, Garrett Kinder was involved in that, as Garrett with nowhere to go. If we can watch Garrett Kinder's cockpit and see McLean getting the wall and comes right up in the track. Kinder with nowhere to go. And big damage on that 13. Well, that's going to bring everybody down pit road now. As Alex Coffey, man, what a great strategy call a couple times. I mean, he is going to be down a set of tires. I believe, I'm not really sure how many sets of tires. I wish that's some information that I was fed in the actual sim so I can keep track of that. I can only assume based on how much they pitted, how many tires they have left. So at least we know, I think, anyway, because you can also pit and take fuel, only not take tires. So, but I would assume Alex Coffey is one set less, but we'll see how it all plays out. But Alex will win the battle off pit road, and then the two Chris's, Chris Carroll, Chris Bedwell, 2nd, 3rd, Ray Rogers 4th, and Tanner Marr in 5th. Guess he's going to get the wave around here. I'm sure he will come down pit road, and he does. Garrett Kinder says, bad time to look at black boxes, and he's on the track. He's texting and driving. I can't believe it. But he's still on the track, and I'm assuming when you talk about black boxes, you're talking about the great black button boxes from ApexSimRacing.com. As always, go check those out. You know, if Garrett had a button box from Apex Sim Racing, he wouldn't be looking down at his virtual button boxes, be able to make the changes he needs, have a little screen right up in front of his face. So, don't be like Garrett. Go to ApexSimRacing.com, get you a button box, get you a little Stream Deck holder for your Fanatec wheel, and that way you can have everything on your wheel and not miss the action when Chris McLean comes up in front of you on the track. Good news for Garrett, though, is he will get the wave around. He'll have to start on the tail end of the lead lap pretty much, but still has plenty of time to make up, as we still have 30 laps to go in in this race, as we do get the 1 to green. You'll see the 13, the 96, and a couple others make their way around the pace truck. And front row will be Alex Coffey, Ray Rogers, as Chris Carroll. Not really sure what happened to Chris, as he currently sits in 8th place. So may have had some issue on pit road. Maybe had a little bit of damage. I don't think he's not at the tail end, so I definitely don't think he sped. But something happened on pit road as he loses a few spots. I don't know if some guys. No, everybody came down pit road, so confusion. Just maybe I need a button box from Apex Sim Racing or a screen or something. Apparently 3 ain't enough, and I don't know what's going on. But I do know that Alex Coffey is in the lead. Ray Rogers in second. Ought to be fun. We saw Ray kind of keeping up with Chris there early. See if he can do it here with Alex, who Alex has turned sort of a mess of a race with that right front into a leading truck in his main competition. Mired in the back of the field. He gets a fantastic restart. As he's going to try to set sail. Ray Rogers is going to try to follow him. Let's go back to the action as Joseph Mahar looking to the outside. Has to check up a little bit as Charles Stevens using up as much track as he possibly can, like he should. And so the battle for 3rd place is on. As, man, we've got battles all over. I'll tell you what, this is a perfect time to, let's crank it up. Wild back here as guys are making all kinds of moves. We got 2 guys looking 3 wide here to make it a race here. With Tanner Marr, he is working his way back up to the field after taking that wave around. And Garrett Kinder right behind him. Good grief. Almost 3 wide there with Chris Carroll looking to the inside of Garrett Kinder. Chris Carroll, something happened to him again as he is all over, all the way towards the back. And Tracy Pass is getting in the wall, man. We got a lot of action going on. I can't figure out where to put the dang cameras. Everybody, Todd Shots in the wall, dadgummit. Garrett Kinder going to get tied up behind him. That's going to open the door for Chris Carroll. They're going to be 3 wide. Carroll immediately backs out. Smart man. If you want to be there at the end of this one, you got to be careful. And they're able to get around Todd, who got into the wall. Todd is a lap down, trying to make way for these guys. But it looks like the charge through the field is going to be tougher than they would like. But go up front, check in on the lead is Alex Scott. Kevin Kinder says, what a mess. Hey, well, you mean a beautiful mess? It's like a bowl of chili or something. That's what it's like. It may be a mess, but it's beautiful. As we go check out Alex Coffey trying to hold off Ray Rogers, who they have about 6/10 differential between the two, and then 2 seconds back to Joseph Hart. Check in on a couple drivers that I'm expecting to make some big moves here. Chris Carroll, Garrett Kinder running nose and tails. They tracking down Tanner Marr. Chris Carroll making his move on the 13. They're going to be side by side. Off the corner, Garrett Kinder not giving an inch. Boy, that's great racing right there, side by side in Darlington. Garrett Kinder going to get a nice run here, going to look to He is all over the back bumper. Gets a run down the back straightaway into entrance of 3 and 4. Going to have a little bit of work to do in 3 and 4. Let's see if he can make it work on the bottom. Can't. Going to have to slide back up on line. That's going to give Chris Carroll a run off the corner now. He's going to look down to the inside. Boy, these guys are racing their guts out right now. Garrett Kinder going to slide it up to the top. That's the preferred lane. Let's see if he can keep it going. But Chris Carroll not giving him that bottom off exit. Still side by side. Chris Carroll going to have to duck in. Just see how important it is to be able to use the whole track as Tanner Marr kind of pulls away as they get side by side. You have to use both lanes. Enter in the bottom, slide up to the top, exit on bottom. If you can't do that, there's just so much momentum loss as Chris Carroll all the way to the back bumper, going to pull to the inside of Garrett Kinder. And these boys are racing. Making a pass on Chuck. Chuck having a fantastic run. We just talked about him a few minutes ago. Keeping that truck clean. Got a little bit of wrinkle on that right front, but seems to be doing good. And going to give the top side to Garrett Kinder and Chris Carroll. Oh, as it gets a little bit close off the corner. Garrett Kinder goes by, but it looks like Chris Carroll going to have to fight a little bit. Oh, Garrett Kinder gets into the wall, maybe just a tad bit. And Chris Carroll able to complete that pass. So, getting a little spread out here. Check out the track map. You can see guys are sort of distancing themselves from each other. But your leader, Alex Coffey, Ray Rogers, though, not letting him get away. Last lap, Ray Rogers about a tenth faster as we only have 18 laps to go. So if you're Ray, now's the time to start making your way up there because I can promise you it is not going to be easy to make that pass. Garrett Kinder has got the thing wound up, and he is looking to make a pass for 6th place on Tanner Marr. Pushing him down the straightaway all over the back bumper, going to push him down into 3 and 4. Tanner Marr going to slide up almost to the wall, going to have to check him just a little bit. But gets a great run off the top side and able to keep that 13 machine behind him. It's a tough deal if you're 13. You're going to have to make all the passes, and Chris Carroll going to be there to take advantage of that as he's going to lose a little bit of momentum. Going to get a run here. He's going to look to the inside of Tanner. Tanner Marr going to get to the wall. Going to come back down, and man, look at this. Side-by-side racing. Chris Carroll with nowhere to go. Going to give a shove to his teammate down the front straightaway, but that's good for Garrett Kinder. He's going to go down and maybe touch Garrett Kinder. As Tanner Marr not going to go away quietly into the night. And boy, they're battling here. This is a great race. Matthew Miller says the peg leg running block out. Yeah, well. It happens. Teammates are going to make it difficult for some folks, but not for the team. Makes sense to me. Oh, somebody's spinning down through. I don't know who that is. It's Tony Edgerton into 77, and caution does come out. Wow, I did not expect that out of a solo spin, but brings out the caution with 14 laps to go in decision time. Do you come down and get those tires? Do you have any left? If you're Alex Coffey, have you used them all? What is going to be the plan here as we have a late race caution for Tony Edgerton? Well, I would show a commercial, but I do want to know what's going to happen with the pits, what they decide to do. What's the call here? They last pitted on lap 77, so we've got quite a few laps on these tires. Ray Rogers Going to give up the second place spot to come in, and he is all alone. Nobody else coming down pit road. That is a lonely drive down pit road as you watch that second place. He's going to turn into 13th or worse, as he's still the only driver to come down pit road. People choosing track position over tires makes sense to me, as by the time we get this thing going, you're only going to have 10 laps to go. It's like Tracy Passon going to come in with him. So if you're Alex Coffey, honestly, if you're Alex, you know, you never know. So when I say this, this is not a slight on anybody. It's just an observation of the race as it's happened so far up into this point. Doesn't mean that somebody hadn't held anything back, have a little left in the tank. But so far, Alex Coffey, Chris Carroll, and Ray Rogers have really seemed like the three trucks who could really lay down some lap times. Alex Coffey, Chris Carroll for sure, two drivers that are set themselves apart. So Alex definitely happy to see Ray Rogers go down pit road. Tracy, they're going to have 20 laps fresher tires. I just don't know if they're going to have enough time to get back up there. They're going to have to scoot. But Joseph Mahar, very, very fast driver. Chris Bedwell, of course, we know, extremely fast. Charles Stevens, all these guys maybe just holding back here, and now it's time to let loose. Well, let's take a quick commercial break before we go back green.
Is this your stomach? Or this? Well, turn it into this or this with the Flab Blaster. It works to flatten and tighten your stomach so you feel younger, sexier, and oh so firm. With each stretch of the power coil, you can feel the fat burning off, the inches melting away, leaving you leaner, healthier, and more attractive. For your upper abdomen or your lower stomach, nothing shapes your tummy like the Flab Blaster, and it's only $19.99. But wait, order now and get a second one for only $1. You heard right, $1. That's 2 Flab Blasters for just $20.99, and they're guaranteed to bring results. Order yours now. Call 1-800-227-2113 or send $19.99 plus $3 shipping and handling to Flab Blaster, Box 121, Plainville. Order a second for only $1 more. You get 2 for only $20.99.
Well, all right. Well, you heard about Apex Sim Racing gear, but what about the Flab Blaster? I need one of those, that's for sure. Well, we are getting ready for a 10-lap shootout. Maybe more, who knows. Alex Coffey choosing the outside on the front row, going to get a great start as he gets to control the restart. Joseph Mahar, Charles Stevens Jr., Chris Bedwell, Garrett Kinder up in the 5th place. What is going to happen here? We're going to be watching as Tracy passes Ray Rogers back there a few rows deep with fresher tires. What's going to happen? Alex Coffey actually spins his tires and gets into the wall. A lot of tire spin as those old tires are really showing their wear, as we got 3 wide here. Garrett Kinder on the outside, going to get squeezed a little bit by Mahar, but able to make it through. And wow, fantastic move there by Garrett Kinder to try to make something happen here with only 10 laps to go. As to go back up front, Alex Coffey already out to a 5/10 lead. You got Charles Stevens in second. Chris Bedwell and Garrett Kinder fighting their guts out to get back up towards the front. '88, 95, 13, battling it out. 95 is going to get a good run on the 88 here. Going to look down to the inside. Can Charles hold it? And he cannot. He's going to do the smart thing and back out. Just let Chris Bedwell have it. as they watch Alex Coffey sort of scoot off into the distance. I say that, though, Chris Bedwell, a tenth and a half faster than Alex Coffey the last lap by. We saw Alex get into the wall. Is that damage going to hurt that 7 machine and allow Chris Bedwell to get up there and take the win away? 8 laps to go. Let's check in on some tires. Tracy Passons with those fresh set of tires. This is his moment. This is his time to make something happen. 53 machine on fresh tires to the inside of someone who's dominated this race at the beginning. Not quite able to make the pass there, but he's got fresh tires, and he is trying to make it happen. Ray Rogers kind of stuck back here, nowhere for him to go, as they're great battle between George and Chuck. And, George is going to get a little sideways. Both drivers getting a little out of shape. And, right in front of Ray Rogers, right in front of us. And, and my goodness, they are getting wild. Let's go back up front. Hell, I don't know where to be. It's fantastic here in Apex E-Series. Man, these guys never fail to put on a show. Charles Stevens getting passed by Chris Bedwell, been able to kind of hold pace with the 95 machine. And Garrett Kinder not able to really do anything with him. And tell you what, Tracy Passons with 6 laps to go, does he have enough time? He's only 1.6 seconds out of the lead, and he is really getting it. The thing about Tracy right now is he's definitely got the speed and the faster tires. He's going to have to make efficient passes if he's going to get this win. He's got to get the drive off the corner and get the runs down the straightaway. Like right there, passing right there and not getting the run down the straightaway is going to hurt him. He's going to be able to get the position. However, he lost so much time. He lost about 4 or 5 tenths just from that move alone. So he's got to make good decisions on when to use those runs, keep the momentum up if he's going to run down Alex Coffey here late in the race. He's got 2 more drivers to pass. 20 laps fresher tires for Tracy Passons. And he is still, if he can keep that truck going and keep those RPMs up, he is definitely fast enough to get it done. 4 laps to go. Will he be able to do it? We got a battle for second as he is running them down. Tracy Passons at 2.1 seconds, half a lap to go. He is 1.3 right now. You can see the tire difference here. He's going to have to make good decisions. You see how much run he's have to lift right there. See if he can get the run down straight. Charles Stevens going to look down to the inside. That's going to have to slow up his run a little bit. Is he going to be able to hold him off? What's going to happen right here? As Tracy Passons, great job, able to get that done. 3 laps to go, though. He's got enough to get the Bedwell. Does he have enough to catch Alex? I'm not sure. He's taken just some passes. Could have done a little bit more efficiently. But he's going to get up on the back bumper of Bedwell. Should be able to get a run through here. Let's see if he can get that position, or Bedwell's going to jump down in front of him. Much fresher tires, able to get there. Bedwell's going to take that position. Tracy's going to have to get it up off the corners. We're 2 laps to go. Tracy going to get and has to get off the gas. Should have just waited just a little bit longer on the throttle. Get that run down the straightaway. Has to lift. And that's going to be it for that run. We're going to try another time at Bedwell. I think he had enough to get up to the lead. But just having to lift a couple times, that really hurt him. But white flag is out. As this is your APS white flag, icing the competition, final lap. Going to take over that second place position and 1.1 seconds behind Alex Coffey. Not going to have enough time. All Alex got to do is hit this turn perfect. Going down in 3 and 4. Tracy going to give all that he's got, but just going to come up a little short, as Alex Coffey is going to win the throwback race at Darlington. And what a fantastic up and down race for him. Gets that caution flag in the green flag cycle and able to take that win. Congratulations to him. So Alex Coffey is your winner. What a fantastic run. What a fantastic decision there to stay out, and comes home with the win. Well, there you are. And I'm sorry if you get clipped by the Nightbot. Don't take it personally. It's just a bot that has stuff picked into it. I know y'all are spamming to cheer for your driver, and we love that. So don't take it personally. I didn't choose it. It's just a bot. But definitely can see being excited for your driver. Alex Coffey takes home the top spot. Tracy Passon's in second with a great run there at the end. Chris Bedwell, Charles Stevens Jr., Garrett Kinder, Chris Carroll, fantastic race. Gets mired back in traffic there late, not able to really get back through the field. Joseph Mahar in seventh, Tanner Marr in eighth, Chuck Pegler-Felts in ninth, George Williams in 10th, Justin Miller 11th, Ray Rogers 12th, Todd Schott 13th, Matt Rogers 14th, Eric Burkhalter 15th, Tony Edgerton 16th, Chris McClain 17th, Mike Veet 18th, Jason Raymond 19th, and Alan Smith 20th. Well, all right. Well, let's talk to some of these drivers. Let's talk to third place Chris Bedwell as try to find him. And where is he? There he is. Let's talk to Chris. And Chris, this is Eddie in the booth. You got me?
I got a copy for you.
Chris, great race right of you, man. Started in second, finished third. It was a wild and crazy race. A lot of great racing out there. Seems like a Darlington Apex race to me. Tell us about your race. How'd it feel?
Yeah, it started off, giving room. I was expecting to get a little room from giving the room, but it didn't happen. And then that just kind of put together a race that hopefully was going to get a top 5, and it turned out pretty good. Then on that last restart there, everybody spun their tires, and that was interesting. I think if we all gotten fired off at the right time and all at the same time, I think we would have been a lot closer. The 7 was just able to take off, and then all of a sudden Tracy comes around, and he could have probably gotten around the 7 if I was up there holding them up a little bit, but it didn't happen. But all in all, fun night. Got a pit road speeding penalty, one of those pit stops, and kind of screwed everything up.
Well, hey, with all that said, a third place, nothing to sneeze at, man. Pretty dang good race. And you're up front all race long, even with that speeding penalty, able to rebound, get a third place. Basically second. I mean, if it wasn't for the fresh tires, we'd be talking to you in second. So great race, Chris. Expecting to see a win pretty soon. But a good race tonight. And as always, who you got to thank? Sponsors, shout outs, friends, and family.
Yeah, thanks to my teammates for running with me, Tony and George. They both had a kind of a rough night. George was playing the strategy, get 4 tires there at the end, and he's coming through the field and just had some bad luck. And Tony just had some bad luck. But yeah, just everybody checked out racing. It's a fun group. It's a fun group to race with. Appreciate you for doing the broadcast and all the league sponsors. Couldn't do it without them.
All right. Well, there you have it. Chris Bedwell finishes third. Let's talk to old Tracy Passons and see what he thought about that race, if we can find him. There he is. Tracy, this Eddie in the booth. You got me?
Big Eddie. I forgot what turn I was in that last time, brother.
Come on. Was you breathing? Were you breathing, Tracy? That last little run?
I was breathing, but I quit a couple times.
Well, we saw you get into the wall a few times like everybody else, and then there at the end with a I thought was going to be a race-winning call to come down and get 4 tires and have 20 lap fresher tires than everybody else. But just ran out of time, didn't you, Tracy? Getting back up to the front.
I ran out of time. I wish every lap was like that in the first of the race. Come on.
Well, tell us about your race. How'd it go?
Well, I felt good, but couldn't get 3 and 4 down tonight. I get 1 and 2 down, and somebody get beside me, and I get kind of nervous, and I'd wrap the wall every time. Didn't want to come down on them, and if I ever get out of that little mood, I might do a little bit better at Darlington. Hard place to pass.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Well, I mean, you made it all the way up to second place there. I mean, it was still impressive. You got some other guys with fresh tires that wasn't able to make it near as far as you did, so definitely shows your talent. about what every driver wishes for, to have 4 fresh tires and just completely faster than everybody else, and you just gotta, like a knife, make your way through the field.
Yep.
Got up to second place and just needed maybe just another lap or two, and I think you were gonna be there.
Well, Eddie, I thought about taking tires, and I said, you know what? What have I got to lose? I said I might gonna finish 10th, 11th. If it has a caution, then I might be able to better myself. So I just gambled.
Well, man, it's awesome to talk to you. Definitely paid off representing Po Man like that with a fantastic second place finish. So congratulations on that. And who you got to thank, Tracy? Sponsor shout outs.
All my teammates and Apex for sponsoring everything, and you for doing the broadcast. And you're a good friend, and I like you. You do a good job, Eddie.
Well, that is high praise. If I ever heard it myself, I'm gonna put that on a plaque and mount it on my wall. Tracy Passons, great job, man. Second place, fantastic.
All right, buddy. You have a good night. Thank you. Okay.
All right, you too. Well, there you have it. Tracy Passons finishes in second place. But let's talk to the winner. I know everybody's waiting in chat for the winner, Alex Coffee. Alex Eddie in the booth. You got me?
Yes, sir. I got you.
Man, whoo! I tell you what, this is one of those you remember. These ones when you click on quit, you click on save replay, because you kind of had an up and down race. You had a couple dates with the wall, sort of back and forth, and then stayed out on that long green flag run, got the caution that you needed, gave you that track position, and man, you did something with it. So tell me about your race, how it went for you, and ultimately there at the end making the call to stay out and getting that win.
Well, you hit the nail on the head. I'm definitely gonna save the whole replay. But it definitely was ups and downs after that. The first caution, I went in and took all my damages, and I was like, I'll just ride around and see how it is, see if I need my fast pair or not. Because I got in the wall pretty good on that first green flag run. And then we had that caution towards the end. I was hoping we went green, but after that, I knew people were going to be on tires. I knew there'd be a little cushion of cars. And then I actually spun the tires pretty good on the restart, got in the wall a little bit, but I think the 46 might have did the same thing below me. I'm not sure. I know he definitely had some issues of his own down there. And after that, I was just trying to hang on, man. I told Tracy I knew if we had another restart with him being second place, I knew I was history. So glad it went green, and shout out CNC Esports and my spotter Chase Pierce tonight, and y'all for putting this on. You for a great broadcast every week, and it was fun. I got to apologize to Eric Burkhalter. I think we ran a little close off too, and he got in the wall. I didn't get no contact points, but I think it was a little tight quarter, so I got to apologize to him for that.
Well, man, a lot of fun to watch you race. I mean, you were definitely strong tonight. And, sometimes in racing, even in the virtual world, sometimes everything doesn't go your way. And, you make mistakes and then nothing goes your way. And you end up, just having a tough race like some drivers tonight. And then sometimes some things just go your way. And you were fast enough to win outright. And then things just kind of went your way. And in racing, you got to have the whole thing. Everything's got to be about perfect to win these races. And tonight it was just a good race for you. Everything went your way, and also you were fast as all get out. So put those together, and you got a race winning combination. So congratulations, Alex, on a win. Fantastic race. Darlington always puts on a show, and y'all definitely did that. So congratulations on your win, and go celebrate.
Yes, sir. I appreciate it. I had a good time. Looking forward to next week.
Well, there you have it. Well, that's another one in the books here for Apex. Man, I tell you what, if you're not having fun, I don't know what to tell you. It's just a blast. I can't. There's a couple times in this race I just couldn't find anywhere to put the camera. It's just too much action going on, and then some drama there at the end with Tracy taking those 4 tires, trying to make his way up through the field. Got so close, just needed another half a lap or so, and I think he would have been there. But fantastic race. Want to thank Aaron Adcock. Had to miss tonight. Definitely want to think about you and your family. And definitely miss you out there, brother. I know you out there watching. He's been texting me, giving me orders. throughout the whole broadcast. I'm over here trying to broadcast. He's texting me orders. So definitely miss him. Be glad to see him back on the track. But definitely thank him for all the work he does put in on this series. It's a fantastic series. You see the product that gets put out on the field, and that's the drivers are ones who do it, but he handpicks the drivers, and you see what we get. So fantastic race, Darlington. Then I want to thank everybody in chat. Everybody, y'all keep it lively in chat, and I always appreciate it. And definitely like that. So hope you enjoyed the broadcast. We will see y'all in I think it's a couple weeks maybe. No, next week we'll be back racing. The schedule has changed a couple times, so try to stay on top of it. But we will be at Kansas next week, so that ought to be a lot of fun. A lot of fun in these trucks racing Kansas. We'll get up there and see if that high line will work. But anyway, thank y'all very much for watching. Definitely go check out Apex Sim Race. You got somebody who sim races. May go check that out. You may make their Father's Day, Christmas, all kinds of stuff there. Like I said, don't send a card, send a knob. Send a little switch, something they can put on the rig, something that they can start the car with. Do something. Don't send them a little card from Hallmark that was wrote by an intern somewhere at an office. Get them something that they can use. So go check them out, apexsimracing.com. But want to thank all the sponsors. Let's get through some rewards. There was too much going on that we couldn't really get everything going. Paint of the night. There was a lot of really nice paint schemes, but I'm gonna give it to Chris Carroll in that Bud Dale Jr. Throwback from July 2001. Pretty nice little scheme. I like it on the truck, so he's gonna get the 1-inch designs paint of the night. So congratulations to Chris Carroll. As far as the Hard Charger Award, that is going to go to very own Charles Stevens, who moved up 9 spots from where he started, and so he wins the Kyle Roberts Hard Charger Award. So congratulations to him. As far as the Jammed Up Hard Luck Award, there's a lot of people that probably got that. I have to give it to Chris McClain. I think he's definitely fast enough. He's got a lot of speed. Just had a tough night tonight, so Chris McClain going to win the Trigger Time Indoor Shooting Range Jammed Up Award. As just got into the wall just a few too many times and had to retire there towards the end. Just hate to see that. Want to see him up front. Really enjoyed racing with him last season. Want to see him up there winning races. So, but I think that's all the awards I got to give out. Of course, it was the King's Corner chat. I've got a brand new setup for this retro scheme, so I got a lot of stuff I can't find my normal buttons. So a lot of this is late, but we definitely appreciate everybody that sponsored and has supported this league, and definitely want to thank everybody that does it. And I'm going to say, one more time, and we're going to head on out. See y'all later. Have a good night.